I've had a chance to really research and look into Aaron Rodgers, bro. I've played like at least 10 games with him, and I'm sold, man. I think he's better than Kyler Murray, and, you know, pretty much what happens is this, dog. I don't really... Look, before I rage sell him, bro, I want you guys to take a look at this real quick. I'm going to pull up... I'm gonna show... you know, I'm going to just let you guys see. I didn't really do much to Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's not even fully powered up. I just used his loyalty card, added certain chems to him, and that's it, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to compare him to Kyler Murray. And I want you guys to understand something. Other than the speed, right? This is what you need to understand. I don't know how they're going to give Kyler Murray a better deep accuracy than Aaron Rodgers as an NFL draft player, but whatever. We're not going to talk about that. Let's look at the stuff that encompasses Aaron Rodgers, right? That medium throw accuracy, I don't know if that's what makes his throws like on point to ridiculousness, because he actually puts the ball so accurately that if you throw it and you don't really like lead pass it, let me kind of clarify that. When you lead pass in Madden 19, right, they pretty much took it out the game. What happens is this. Back in like Madden 11, 12, all the way up to like Madden 25, if your quarterback had like a very, very good accuracy, you could actually lead it like inside. You didn't have to have an actual post route. You could have a streak and lead it in as a post because it was more realistic, right? They took that away starting with 16. You weren't really able to do it anymore, so you had to find other ways. Now you got a hot route to a post. You got to let the receiver move. It made the game a little bit more fake, in my opinion, because it kept your defense on edge because you had to really play the right defense depending on who you were playing against. It was a little bit more competitive at that time. But now, with the way that Madden 19 plays, certain quarterbacks can put the ball very, very accurately in tight spots, right? Kyler Murray all of a sudden started playing like an idiot. When he first came out, when we go back to the draft day, when he was first released and all of us got him and, you know, we were able to put him in the lineup, he was sick. Like, dude was raw. He was doing whatever he wanted. Now, he's been throwing the ball kind of weird. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think that EA would be actually literally playing around with the sliders like they would during the regular year, because with this year, this was like the first year where they kind of showed us, like with the tuning updates and stuff like that they can manipulate the game without actually doing a patch. Like, it's obvious that certain things, you'll go into a game and your player will be playing out of his mind. You'll turn your system off, get back on later that day or even the next day, and your player will be playing like a total idiot. And a lot of us don't really, like, we don't pay attention to it. It's like, all right, man, this dude's garbage. And then you just like, yo, you leave it alone. But then you start thinking about it and it's like, hold on, wait a minute. This dude was playing mad raw just like 2 hours ago. What is going on? So it's different things that you can kind of put into it. But the ultimate thing about it is I want to show you guys. Yeah, Kyler Murray gets chemmed up to a 99 throw power. Don't worry about it. They don't show it to you with the chems, even though he has it on him because he's not currently in the lineup. But this is what it is, right? When you look at the fact that Aaron Rodgers, that 99 short throw accuracy, like he has 199 throwing stat. I don't know if that's what it's about. You see what I'm saying? He has something that's in white as a 99 that already like shows that his card is different from everybody else's card. With the chems, that's why I've been saying all year with these blue chems, it's been very, very difficult for me to accept that a lot of these things that they add with the blue chems really matter in the game, simply because of the way that they act on the field. Aaron Rodgers has, like, if you try him out, and for most of you guys, you should already have, you know, if you've reached level 99 and you've done 2 weekly objective lists, you should already have Aaron Rodgers, so it's not a big deal. If you've already done that, there really isn't anything that should be holding you back from trying out Aaron Rodgers. Like, he really is that good of a quarterback. All right, now, these are the type of throws I want to talk about. If you guys run like trips tight end, you run doubles or whatever, and you streak your tight end, you know, like how initially when you hike the ball, the defense moves out the way a little bit. Depending if the user follows you, that's one thing, but usually it like moves out the way. You have like a free release, and for the most part, it's been like a high point pass year where you just come out and just don't care about anything. Your eyes can be closed. You can be in the shower while you're playing the game with your remote down, and everybody just high points, right? And the computer automatically goes up and gets the ball. Let me explain to you what happens with Aaron Rodgers. He throws that high point so accurately right off the snap, it's ridiculous. Kyler Murray often comes out and just throws the ball high. It's awkward. It's weird, usually. But like I said, on his actual release day, he played so much better. And I just don't know what's happening, but that's not for me to figure out. That's for us to figure out later on down the line after this guy's rage sold. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Let's go ahead and strip him of everything that he has. All right, we're going to go to the upgrade. We're going to go ahead and take away the things that he has on him. And like I said, this in no way means that I'm not supporting him during, the year. I want to see him play well, man. I think he has a chance to be Rookie of the Year with the Arizona Cardinals. But, in Madden 19, it's just not your year, dog. And then remember, in Madden 20, he won't have a lot of the things that these other, he's not going to have, the field general type things, bro. I hope you guys are paying attention to this stuff. He's at 250? Wow. Bro, good time to raid sell him. 239, dog, because I don't believe you, dog. 239. You guys can have him for 239 right now. Going once, going twice. Yeah, I'm at your mom's crib. It doesn't really matter. I'm just letting you guys understand this. With guys like Mahomes coming out with Bazooka, bro, Madden 20 is probably going to be one of the wildest video games ever. I just want to point that out, but let's also try to dive into it and understand what they've been telling us. Pretty much what's going to be happening is this, right? You're going to be put in a situation where if you pick a more mobile quarterback that doesn't have certain attributes like a field general, you're not going to be able to do certain things. You won't have certain audibles. You won't have the ability to do certain hot routes. They're trying to change the game up. Also, in addition to that, only, 3 plays on offense, 3 plays on defense. They're going to be able to have special abilities. It's a lot of things that are changing. So when I go to this right now, right, I know Aaron Rodgers is going to still be Aaron Rodgers this coming NFL season. I already know that. So I don't really, like I said, I don't need a quarterback that's 1,000 speed that I need to run backwards for 50 yards and then turn around and throw the ball in the coverage. I don't need that. So I'm fine with the way that everything is going right now. My biggest issue is this, and I want you guys to understand it clearly. If it gives us an advantage to have a faster quarterback, I'm going to suggest to my viewers to get a faster quarterback. In all honesty, in Madden 19, Michael Vick was garbage. From the get-go. He just can't throw the ball in certain instances. They do have that wild thing where he's throwing the ball 90 yards now, over the last 3 months or whatever, but he just wasn't really that good in 19, just based on the way the game was. The mobile quarterbacks, the only thing that was really good about them is that you could pretty much run around in the backfield and just throw the ball off your back foot, blindfolded with no neck, and it would be a dot. That was one of the biggest things that you got from Madden 19. The thing that you get from Aaron Rodgers, though, you get pocket presence. So what happens is if you're moving from side to side, he stops solidly and throws the ball, as opposed to the mobile quarterbacks that will, keep going and throw it on the run. Let me try to clarify that. For most of you guys, and you guys have seen it during my live streams, if you're running, it's best to stop running, get your feet set, and then throw the ball. That's how you throw it as accurately as possible. But your play people that will be throwing the ball off their back foot as they're running backwards with no eye sockets, and it'll be a dot. These are the things that I need you guys to understand. When you play with Aaron Rodgers, if you run side to side and you stop, you won't get that additional movement animation that you would get with a Kyler Murray, Michael Vick, and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're already experimenting with certain things, but you can see that visibly. Same thing with Tom Brady. When I was playing with Tom Brady earlier in the year, he would stop. If you moved, he would just stop. Even if you were holding a turbo button and you briefly let go of it, he would stop, set his feet immediately, and throw it. You don't get that with the more mobile quarterbacks. So that's something that I wanted to point out to why I like Aaron Rodgers a lot more. Now, for those of you guys that want to run read options, you want to do a lot of other things like that, yeah, of course, Cam Newton, Deshaun Watson, Michael Vick, Kyler Murray, those guys are good for you. But what I'm saying is, for me, I'd rather dot you up. And going back to, like I said, with the inside passing, you can't really inside pass anymore unless the receiver is on a specific route. So you got to be very, very careful of that as well. You may get away with it a little bit with doubles. If you run seams and it's the seam player, they'll let you throw it inside to the seam players. But they used to make it so you could lead pass it from the outside receivers, and it was a lot easier. And like I said, they gave your defensive player user so that he could jump the route if he saw the inside read. But a lot of the mechanics have really, really been manipulated, and you're not allowed to do a lot of that stuff. But based on what I've seen from Aaron Rodgers, it has been unbelievable with the way that he's been able to throw the ball precisely. And that's why I'm pointing out that if it comes down to the point where you can't, if you don't press the right button, as far as lead passing it, if the guy's on a quick, on an out route, or if he's on a crosser and the guy is right on him and you just throw it regular, he'll throw it regular, and sometimes it'll be a pick because you didn't lead it out a little bit more. That's how accurate Aaron Rodgers is. So that's why I want you guys to understand, when you look at his card, it looks like, yeah, you know what? He's kind of slow, all that stuff like that. Bruh, I'm telling you right now, he's a really, really good card. And I'm guessing it's because of that short throw accuracy. He has something in all green. So I guess with everything else that's boosted up, I'm just trying to make sense of it. Because all these blue chems and stuff like that, I love the way it looks pretty. But, you know, we got to be honest about it, bruh. You know what's going on. Like, but do we really know what's going on, though? Like, we think we know what's going on, but we actually don't. But I can tell you that much right now. Aaron Rodgers, like, he makes those throws a lot more accurately than Kyler Murray does. And like I said, it could be like what we have. It could be like a preface to Madden 20, like what we have to look forward to. Because if you notice, just watch what happens when you run around and try to stop briefly with mobile quarterbacks. Watch what happens to their vision. Also, I want to point out that the icons, when you run back in 20, are going to be disappearing. Just so you guys are aware of that. The icons are going to disappear. They're trying to do different things. Instead of just not allowing the quarterback to run around blindfolded, throw the ball off his back foot with no neck, they're making the icons disappear if you run back a little bit. But all of us know as gamers, we're going to know what icon it is. We're going to study it. If you want to play the game and do that, you'll still be able to study it and know what the icon is anyway. So in my opinion, that doesn't make any sense. But that has nothing to do with anything. We're going to be moving forward right now with Aaron Rodgers. And for whatever reason they release summer blockbusters and there's a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers, we will then go with that quarterback. Because right now, the gloves are off. I don't really care, dog. Dude's just getting rage sold for no reason at all. You come into my meeting, if I think you farted, bro, rage sold. Bro, take your locker with you, ripped out the locker room, and you're out on your butt cheeks. That's pretty much where I am, bro. I'm not having, bro, zero tolerance policy. That's pretty much where I am right now. So as we move on, you see that dude's getting rage sold effective immediately. Let me know what you think, bro. Are we making the right decisions out here in these streets? I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.